I need to do a basic clean with me around my house as a stay-at-home mom. While I do a little bit of scrubbing in this video, this is mostly just a basic clean with me on the main level of my home, which is the heart of my home. We've got my kitchen, my living room, playroom, and that's about it. I have like a front room that's kind of turned into an office with a desk or whatever, but I just need to vacuum and mop and do the basic day-to-day cleaning. I took a couple days to do this. This is normal for me. I used to do a weekly cleaning schedule. I have not gotten back on that in probably like a year now with having two kids. But I also don't like to do all the cleaning in one day. So I kind of just pick a task to do each day. And if I can do more, that's great. But I at least feel productive and like I've done something well as a homemaker that day if I get like one thing done. And a big thing for me, a big priority is just making the house feel and look clean, which I do occasionally get a little bit upset about the fact that I'm not better about deep cleaning and feel a little bit embarrassed about it as a homemaker. Like I do want to do better at maintaining the cleanliness of like bathrooms that are never seen, or I don't know, like our basement, and we want to clean out our garage and things like that. But basically I am just the type of person who likes to keep things orderly, minimize clutter, and keep things looking and feeling clean. With two kids, which as you can see, they can get pretty crazy sometimes, I have definitely let cleaning and keeping the house like super clean go to the wayside. I do keep things tidy because I need that in order to function, and I think my husband feels that way now as well. So as a homemaker, I do pride myself in keeping things tidy and looking clean, but I could definitely be much, much better about actually keeping things really clean, like the dusting, the baseboards, I don't know, there's like just random things like the pantry and the fridge I want to organize and clean out. And there's always more to do. That's the thing with homemaking. Like, even though to people who work and maybe, I don't know, don't live the lifestyle of a stay-at-home mom, homemaking might look really easy. Or as a homemaker, it might feel like really overwhelming. It could go either way, but the point is there's always more to do. So either you can like drive yourself crazy by forcing yourself to go during naps, do your power hour cleaning and whatever, or you can take the approach that I lean towards, which is relax about the cleaning stuff, focus more on like keeping things tidy, focus on more so family and kids and yourself, and prioritizing what is my capacity in this season, because every season with kids is so different and everyone's experience is going to be different because we all have kids with different age gaps, or we only have one kid, or we have 5 kids. So everyone's experience is going to be different, but we can all learn from the same type of things. We can all experience the same type of struggle and hard times when it comes to the mundane life of being a stay-at-home mom, but I am in a really great season. My kids are napping at the same time very well every day and going to bed at a really good time every night. I get good sleep, and I'm also able to do things as my kids independently play or try to join me, like the cleaning. Maybe they'll follow me around, but they're not as needy. They don't have as many needs from me at this age. They're 3 and 2 years old. So I'm really just trying to soak that in and get as much done as I can. But I'm also doing 75 hard and prioritizing health and other things over keeping my house as clean as it can possibly be. And that's okay. So it's really to each your own. Whatever season you're in, you might have different priorities, you might have different capabilities, like maybe you're in a season with a newborn and nothing's getting done off the list, and that's totally okay. Soak it up, live in that season. I know that for me, I was like in survival mode for a while after having my second, especially. Really the transition from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2 were like relatively hard just because it is a big change, but it's totally possible. And it's amazing to me how we as humans, but especially like we as moms, are just able to adapt to what we are thrown into. So when you have a kid, you adapt, you learn, you grow. Like I look back at before I was a mom and I'm like, how did I even use my time? What was I even doing? What were my worries? Like now I'm like, go all the time in my mind and, constantly worried about the next thing or thinking through the next thing and having a like running to-do list that is never really done. But I still do prioritize and like to take time to just slow down. So during nap time, I take my break. I don't clean. Maybe I like put some dishes in the dishwasher or wipe down the counter, but I don't like do a full-on clean like this while my kids are asleep. I do it while they're awake. And there are several reasons for that. Primarily, I'm just a little bit selfish about my me time, and I think that's okay. I need it. I know that I need it. I'm a better mom because of it. If I didn't use that time to rest and relax, then I would just be a little bit irritable. So I really use that time to do what makes me happy, or just literally sit and do nothing and watch TV or something like that. I've been doing a lot of workouts during that time, which is another way that I can clear my mind and feel better about the day, productive, whatever, get those happy endorphins. But the other reason why I like to clean with my kids around is because then they see that on one hand, like that's my job, and they also see that there are like responsibilities, and in order to keep a home running, you do have to clean it, and there are things you have to do. And eventually I definitely want to do chores and implement different things to get my kids more involved. At this age, they already probably would be interested in helping more than I really like make them or let them do. But that's kind of just because I get in the zone and I do my own cleaning. But if they want to help, like I want to continue to start having them be involved and included. But at least for now, like they are seeing me doing this. They are like following me around. They're wanting to participate or at least be involved in some way. And that is a stepping stone towards doing chores and them seeing for themselves like how to take care of their own home. So there's a lot of different things that play into doing cleaning like this around them. But also a lot of the mess is because of them. Like these towers or stools, we call them in the kitchen. I think they're officially called like toddler learning towers or something, but we've had them since our kids were really little. I think both of them started using them around like the age of between 1 year and 18 months, so somewhere around there. But this is where I have my kids do crafts. This is where they eat snacks and a lot of meals too. So I really try to keep it clean, but I am not good about it, to be honest. Like this wall is disgusting. So I tried wiping it with just my normal all-purpose cleaner, but I had to pull out a magic eraser and just scrub that as well as I can. There were just so many like marks of food. I'm glad you can't really tell how bad it is. Like you see some, but it's really so much worse than it looks. But luckily this color kind of hides it. And when the stools are there, you can't tell. So that's always a plus. You might have noticed in the background that my kids were watching TV. So they were not feeling well. My son got some kind of stomach bug. So that's usually when we use TV the most. But I know a lot of people are only able to get stuff done, even just cleaning up after their own breakfast or cleaning up, doing like 10 minutes of chores or whatever around the house by using screen time. And there is no judgment here. I really try not to do too much screen time in my house, but there's so many reasons for that. And one of them being just because my son will throw fits more. Like, the more I let them do it, the more he's like throwing tantrums over it. So it's just frustrating to me. So I try to make it not a habitual thing. So I don't make a habit of it. I don't do it like every day at a certain time. And that's just what works best for me. Like, we'll randomly do it. If they're not feeling well, we'll do it, of course. And then randomly, like if he'll ask nicely, then I'll be like, yeah, sure. Okay, let's do it today. We'll, watch this show or this movie for however long. So, yeah, I don't know. All that to say, I feel like there's just so much mom guilt, pressure, judgment, whatever, even though really honestly we're all going through the same kind of stuff, and it's hard, and we're all struggling with our own part of it. Probably. I mean, I can't imagine that anyone actually has it all together. So hopefully that is an encouragement to you. I feel like as I make more friends in the mom community, it's so interesting to see like how different people run their homes. And I just really hope that no one ever feels judged by me. I know like some people have made comments of, oh, ignore like this laundry pile, or ignore how my basement looks, or ignore blah blah. And it's like, I would never like care or judge the way that your house looks. And the way that I am, I like cannot function if things don't look tidy. That does not mean they are actually clean. Like, I am not cleaning out my Keurig the way I'm supposed to. Also, there are other random things that I am not doing that I should be as a mom. Like, I've not taken my kids to the dentist yet at all. And they're 2 and 3 years old. And I know that I need to schedule that appointment, and I just still haven't. So for whatever reason, there are things that are just harder for some of us than others. And we can't look at someone's look from the outside and actually know what's going on with anyone. So I say that to, first of all, feel better about yourself. Like, don't ever think that someone does have it all together. And also give people around you a break, because they might be going through something that you have no idea. So that is my TED Talk as I do this clean with me today. It was just a basic get some stuff done, keep the house looking nice and tidy. I love having this little vacuum mop thing, by the way. I really didn't need to vacuum before using this, but it got pretty bad, so I did vacuum as well. Plus I had to vacuum my big carpet rug thing. So I just went ahead and vacuumed everywhere. But I highly recommend one of these mops. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. I'm all about getting back to the original design of motherhood. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.